So in today's video, I'll be teaching you how I designed this flyer. Without much ado, let's dive right into Photoshop. So once our Photoshop is launched, we will click on the create new, and then we will set our canvas size to 2100 by 2100 pixels. Once our canvas is set, we will click on the view new guide layout, and we will maintain the columns to be 2, the rows to be 2, and then the margin will be 200 pixels throughout. Once we are done, we will click on OK to set our guides. So we will start with the background. We will first bring in a solid color, and then we will use this color code which is on the screen, 49B8C5. Okay, then we will bring in some images I downloaded. So I'll leave the link in the description below. You can download these images and follow as well. So I'll then duplicate it by clicking on Alt and dragging it. So I'll click here and then flip it horizontally. So I'll drag it to this side, and then I'll click on Alt again and duplicate it and rotate it this way and place it here. Once I'm done placing it there, I will add a layer mask to that image, and then pick my brush tool. I'll reduce the size and then erase this part. I'll erase this part and then erase that part too. Once I'm done, I'll then group all of them and name it curtains. Here I want to change the color of these curtains to the background color, so I will duplicate the background color fill and then bring it to the top of it, and then I will clip mask it to the curtains. I will change the blend mode to color, and here you see the color has changed to the background color. I will then bring in my logo. So here is the logo I'll be using, the church logo, and then I'll reduce the size to about this size. This is okay. I'll bring it here, and then I will then group the layers as logo and name it as logo, and then I will lock it in place. Looking at the curtains we brought inside the flyer, I want us to further blur it again. So we will open the group and then click on the first one, the left hand side on, and when we go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then we will increase it a bit to about 30, and then we will click on OK. Once we are done with that, we will click on Alt and then drag and drop the same Gaussian blur onto the other side, and then do same for the top one. Okay, this is fine. Once we are done, I would like to add some highlights to the curtains. So I will add a new layer on top of it, take my brush tool, and then I'll increase the size and then change the color. Click on this place, select this highlight, and then you change the blend mode to screen. Then you will click once on this side, once on this side, once, click once here and here too. So let's change it to screen. Okay, and then you will reduce the opacity a bit. This is fine. So after we are done with this, we will then bring in insert our text, which is present, then you will change. So here I'll fast forward it because I'll be typing and inserting text. I will not be doing anything obvious that you won't understand. So at this point I'll bring in our drums. So I'll just bring in our drums, and then once we've brought in our drums, we'll reduce the size of it and then rotate it a bit to the side. So you'll be adjusting it, and then we'll just put it somewhere here. Okay, I think here is fine. So you click on the check mark, and then you duplicate the drum again. So you click on Alt and drag it to this side. You will click to transform it, and then you right click on it and flip it horizontal. And we'll position this one to here. So once we are done with the positioning, we will click on the OK check mark button, and then we will bring it down. We will drag it down beneath the curtains. Yeah, this side is okay. So we adjust the positioning again. So it's supposed, the tongue leaving is supposed to come beneath this. So here we want to blend the drums to the background, so the colors we will then also group them. Control G is group. Shortcut for the grouping is Control G. So you name it drums, and then we will duplicate the same color field background and bring it on top of it, and we will clip mask it to the drums. With this, we will also set it to color, and then we will reduce the opacity of it. We will reduce it down. Okay, this one is fine. Then we will blur our drums. So you will select one, go to filter, blur, motion blur. Then we will adjust the motion, the distance to 44, then the angle to about 62%. Okay, this is fine. And then we will duplicate the same settings to the other drum. So you click on Alt to drag and drop the filter to it. So here we will then bring in another image, which is the green effect. You will go to File, Place Embedded, and then we will select our green and place it on the canvas. We will click on the check mark, and then you will set the blend mode to soft light. Then we reduce the opacity of the blend mode a bit. We reduce the opacity. To about 55%. So this is our design that we made, and I hope you learned something new from this flyer we designed. So you can just be creative and you can do something extraordinary with the material, the resources I've placed in the description below. So you just download them and then you also try to design something like this with this tutorial I've done. Please, if you are new here, kindly subscribe, and if you are old here, thanks for coming back always. If we post a video, you come and watch for us. So without much ado, I will then end our video here. Thank you so much for watching. See you in our next video.